Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Matador Express. I am Brandon Soliz, sports editor for the Daily Toreador.
I'm David Gay. I'm the Levator editor from the Daily Toreador.
Let's get things started off with cross country this week. Host the Big 12 championships at the Rawls Golf Course.
Yeah, a couple of them have been doing really well, including senior Jocelyn Caro. She performed a 19-minute, 47-second 6K at Baylands Park. It's really impressive.
Yeah, it's a really impressive run there. For the men, junior Miguel Bautista and then senior Bernard Keeter. Big performances there too. 23-32 and then 23-37 respectively there.
That's so crazy.
That's pretty good in an 8K. So, personal best. That's some good success for the Red Raiders here. And then, like I said, they do host the Big 12 championship. So hopefully they can transition that success into this weekend.
Yeah, they'll be in some familiar territory because I know that's they train around here, so they'll be familiar with the weather, they'll be familiar with the terrain. So I would expect to see some personal bests being broken.
Yeah, we hope to see that. We hope to see that definitely. And then take it over to men's tennis real quick. Joel Caillou of the Texas Tech men's tennis team, he was handed a defeat to Texas A&M's top player at the ITA Texas Regionals, and they're at the TCU campus. Nice center there. They have some stands there. He dropped the championship match, but they did find success there. That's a good sign for the spring season.
It is. So it's too bad he lost to an Aggie, but it's it's good to see that they're having success here in the fall, so we can look forward to the spring because there was some success last spring for the men's tennis team. So I'm really
and the women's tennis team.
So
it's good success.
I'm really excited to see how this success in the fall can translate into success next spring.
Yeah, so am I. And then they wrap up fall play here at the SoCal Intercollegiates hosted by USC in California. That event starts Thursday and then it concludes on Monday. Head over to the pitch. Soccer, last regular season game. It's at home against Oklahoma. So it hasn't been the season that the Red Raiders really wanted, especially after getting the Big 12 championship.
Very mediocre. They went 8-7-2 this year, but they've lost 5 straight, which is very disappointing for the team there. Yeah,
and they've only clinched one actual home game here, one actual conference game, excuse me. And they're 6-3 at home, 6-3-1 at home, 2-4-1 on the road though. So it's going to be good for them to be in a familiar territory. Hopefully they can get that win because if they don't, then they fall to 8-8 in the season at 500 with 2 ties. Which for postseason play, if you really want to talk about that, it's just a big drop off this season. And a lot of the youth of this team and missing Janine Becky. That's a big one there at Olympia. For the Canadian team, that's a big hit to take in one season. But hopefully, next year they put a better regular season, going forward.
Yeah, hopefully they don't get discouraged by the performance they did this year and just move on.
Yeah, exactly. And then speaking about losses and discouragement, football 66-59 to Oklahoma last Saturday in Baker Mayfield's return. Shootout. It was a shootout.
It was a shootout.
It wasn't sloppy, but it wasn't clean and crisp.
No,
either,
it wasn't.
It was a show. Zach Thomas got inducted into the Tech Ring of Honor. Big moment there.
Tech fans were crazy and
Under Armour.
Yeah.
Band did pretty good, and it's just gonna be interesting to see how they bounce back from a tough loss like that.
Yeah, Mahomes did so well against Oklahoma. He broke so many records, and he's been named Big 12 Co-Offensive Player of the Week with Joe Mixon. So it's kind of cool how we saw both Offensive Players of the Week in the same game. He also received the Earl Campbell Tyler Rose National Player of the Week. And just all these accolades coming in from a really, I would say, historic performance from Mahomes this week.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. We saw a historic performance Saturday at the Jones. And Mahomes, and then Mixon, and then Mayfield.
Yeah.
A lot of records were broken. And then, and then they got TCU this weekend, though, this Saturday in Fort Worth on the road. So it's going to be a tough one, the 4-3 Horned Frog.
It will be a tough one. I mean, TCU hasn't been doing as great as they have in the past, but they are still a decent team. Kenny Hill's leading that team really well this year. And if, like I said in past episodes, we can win if our defense steps up against their offense. But to be honest with you, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, and a thing that's a trend, it seems like, in the Big 12, besides West Virginia, is the defenses are either in the middle or at the bottom half of the national rankings in defense. And then TCU's in the same way, 77 at the 77 mark, and their secondary isn't one of the best. Neither are the linebacking core, but their front four they're pretty solid. They can get to the quarterback. They can put some pressure on him.
Which is scary with our unexperienced offensive line.
Mm-hmm. And then that's going to be a big point for them in the offensive side of the ball. Cavante Turpin, he's supposed to make his return this week. So he was their leading receiver going into Iowa State. He got injured in Iowa State on September 27th, 17th, one of those days. But correct me if I am wrong on those days. But big body out there that's going to be able to do some work on this Tech defense. And then Hicks, that running back for TCU, is going to... He's a dual threat, like Mixon was, which is scary because that's a back-to-back week that the Red Raiders have to go up against the back that can kill them on the ground and that can, go out to the swing and to the left, to the right, swing it out to them, and then they can kill you in receiving. So
it'll be interesting to see.
So hopefully that defense can make some adjustments, some much-needed adjustments, and then get the win on the road against TCU. Big motivation.
We need a win.
Yeah, we need a win. Yeah, we need a win, and it doesn't get any easier from here on out. So hopefully they can, grab that win on the road in Fort Worth, and they can come back to Raiderland and we can celebrate all together. But that'll do it all for this week. Thank you for watching. You can check out all the recaps on www.dailytoreador.com for all the weekend coverage, or pick up a paper on campus at any one of the pickup locations. Once again, I am Brandon Soliz.
I'm David Gay.
Thank you for watching.